Hello, Ryan Selby here again, and in this class we're going to talk about using the headgear for the Flexitrunk and the chin strap for the Flexitrunk. Now the headgear is typically used on babies that are pediatric size or in very large, close to term or about 36-week babies who might have particularly large cheeks. So you'll use a headgear because you need something that holds on a little bit firmer and doesn't slide off like potentially a bonnet would with a baby that's a little bit stronger. With this headgear, what you'll find is that headgear has considerably more aggressive Velcro. So I'm going to show you a technique to put this on so that the Velcro doesn't get in your way and doesn't chafe on the baby itself. So right now, first things first, you're going to take a circumference of the baby's head just like you would when using the bonnet. My baby here is 32 centimeters around and my headgear is 29 to 36. When you have the headgear like this, what you first want to do is open it all the way up like the bonnet. So we're going to go ahead and put this onto the baby. I'm going to show you how to open this up. Okay, so first things first, open up the headgear all the way, and it does have this very aggressive Velcro located like so. So open it all. It's going to stick to everything within your incubator or your infant warmer, whichever one that you're using. And then do yourself a favor and open up these back straps as well, making sure that the blue part of the bonnet, or the headgear, excuse me, is facing up towards the ceiling. So I've laid out my headgear behind the baby like this. And I'm now going to place the baby into, let me go ahead and adjust it in front of this camera. Place the baby's occipital bone within the center of the headgear. Now, what you want to do next is instead of, well, first thing you want to do is pick up the Velcro that's going to be on your right-hand side if you're at the top of the baby's head and lay it across the eyebrows of the baby like this, securing it with your hand like so. And then take the other portion or the other strap, and instead of stopping, you want to lay the strap all the way over. So don't go halfway, go all the way over on the Velcro and then back it up like so. This will ensure that the strap is secured to the Velcro. Sometimes if you go partial way, you don't get a tight securing of the headgear and it starts to slide off. And then make sure that these straps are somewhat on the ears of the baby. So my baby is going to have some prongs, so we'll go ahead and put prongs onto this interface. And again, putting the prongs into the nose of the baby. And you're going to use the same sizing guide as you would if you're going to use the bonnet when choosing the prong size. And I'm going to back this up a little bit more, making sure that the foam block is in the center of the head. And then at this point, go ahead and affix this onto the other side of the Velcro like that. Now, on these sizing straps, these discs here have very aggressive Velcro with sharp edges. So you do have to be mindful that these portions are not touching the shoulder of the baby. So again, it also has a back-to-back D-ring, much like the bonnet does. And you click one on one side and one on the other. And like you would with a bonnet, make sure the straps go down to the jawline. But now at this moment, when you click it in, be sure to be on the upper side of the blue strap so that it is not running into the shoulders of the baby, because these do have sharp edges and you want to make sure that it is off of the shoulders of your baby. If your baby needs a chin strap, it's very easy to determine if your baby needs a chin strap. The way you do that is if the baby is hooked up to a ventilator or a bubble CPAP and you are getting a lack of pressure reading on either system, whether it's the ventilator or a lack of bubbles in your bubble CPAP, what you'd need to do is go ahead and take your finger and place it under the baby's chin and push up. If you are able to reestablish pressure on the ventilator or see bubbles again on your bubble CPAP, then your baby will need a chin strap. About 30% of kids do need a chin strap. When you take or choose your chin strap, you do need to take a second circumference, and it'll be the circumference of the baby's face. So you'll need to run tape underneath the baby's chin over the top of the baby's head and then back around again. This baby has a 35 centimeter face, and if you recall, I said the baby had a 32 centimeter circumference head, so it will be different typically. And I have a 32 to 38 chin strap. If you'll notice, the chin straps do have two splits on either side. That's designed there for a reason. You want to go ahead and tuck the chin strap under the baby's chin as if the baby has a toothache. And then notice how I only cover the exact amount of the Velcro without overextending. We want the gums to touch, or we don't want the gums to touch, we just want the tongue to fill the roof of the mouth. So we're not trying to keep the baby from yawning, burping, or regurgitating. Those are all things the baby might have to do. We're just here to go ahead and help suggest for the baby to close the mouth. And then with this split, go ahead and make sure that the split is on top of the crown of the baby like so that it provides the necessary support coming up and doesn't fall off. So that is the use of the chin strap and your headgear, and that'll be it. Thank you very much.